I'm making this video purposely for all wicked men in the world. The poor need not to be pitied. Don't get me wrong, some may be innocent, but most of the time the poor don't need to be pitied. There may be not be a rich man without a poor man, and there will be no wickedness apart from the poor man. Because no matter whatever plans that a rich man has or a rich country have, they only connive and work with the poor countries and the poor people. And in a community, even in a community, the poor people are being used as tools to cause destructions because of the beneficiaries of those wars and those problems and those unpeaceful. If you look at it, because anybody in your own village, any rich man in your own village, both the chiefs all over the world, both your representatives, if you check them very well in your own village, your own local government, your own states, in your own countries, if you check them very well, most of them close to you that you people give more respect to, at times, most of the time, they are the people that really engineer those wars and those crises in your own city so that they should be beneficiaries. Because they work hand in hand with many organizations and with many groups. If you see, without war, without strikes, without wrong things happening, without crimes, there'll be no need of the police, there'll be no need of the lawyers, and without crisis, there may not be a need for peacemakers. The peacemakers who are beneficiaries, so they will not even allow peace to reign. And apart from it again, if crisis happen in your village, if there's crisis in your village, the government will not send relief material to a poor man to go and share. They would only send out relief materials to another rich man who is in that your village, who is definitely the key actor of those crises. He will be going to share those relief materials to the downtrodden, to the poor people. And the same rich man will try to make sure it looks as if he is a good man. He will give you just a, one quarter of the gift of the relief materials from the government, and he will hold the rest and enrich himself. That is why if there's the place is calm and calm, there's no more crisis. If you observe them, you're going to see that some of them, some of their wealth has gone down, and they don't live a heavy lifestyle like before. But the moment there's crisis and they are getting more money from the government, trying to help the other downtrodden, they do as if they are helping the downtrodden. Most of the time, they are getting more wealth. So likewise to the most of these organizations that come from the UN and also come to say they have come to help Africa when there's crisis, and Red Cross, all of them, they are own has their own benefit. If they are not benefiting, they will not even allow wars to happen. And so likewise to doctors. Doctors, if there's no sickness, doctors will not even no need of doctors, or even drugs. People that are selling drugs. Now it goes down to many ways. If you look at how the government operate, if there peace, if there's peace in that government, most of the people will not be rich. They won't be rich because everything they do will be seen. But because most of the poor people are being used to interrupt, to cause destruction in all areas of our area, not knowing that those things you are destroying on the road and the main street and everything you are destroying that the government have built, you're the one that will pay for it, not the rich man. Because the rich man will still go and use that money they will give him to go and repair that place, not you. And when he will take that money to go and repair it, he just go and do it small again and go with the rest of the money and see you're still the one suffering. So that's why I say, pity no poor man. If you want to help a poor man, just help him and don't let him go. Sometimes you don't know why they are left in the sun. If you decide to bring them back to the shelter, you will see what they do to you. They may chop your ears. I'm not saying you should not help them, but if you help them at time, help them and leave them to a distance, because most of the poor men, and most of them are the problem. Just like two religions, just like religions. If you look at religion itself, the Muslim and Christian, they are the real big two religions in the country. So you understand that religion, Christian and Muslim, the leaders work together. They may see a country or country that will form or rebuild the arms, and you will see they will go and give the terrorists of the Muslims to go and do the terrorism. So that's how they work together. Just like the Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram was working, but most of the bullet and arms was sold by Christians. Sold to them by Christians. Even though they're getting them from the outside country, but most of the bullet comes and supplied by Christians. So you will see that most of the things, who is fooling who? They are just working hand in hand, and that's why I say the poor man is the problem. You don't need to pity them, because they are the one they always use, and they are the one that always come to sing songs for the wicked one. They are the only one that always come out to abuse he who wants to say the truth. They will send them to come and destroy he who wants to say the truth. He who wants to show more light on them. They will still send them to come and destroy you. So they are all even the problem to themselves.